Hey you guys, it's Moon here, your favorite firearms instructor. Want to give some more context to apparently the situation in Atlanta, Georgia between Crystalline Maman and Brandon Parker, which I posted their video on one of my social medias today, of an altercation in which she had a gun in her hand and he forcibly disarmed her after she waved the gun around and then pointed it at his head. Given the context, what I was able to figure out, pretty much they were on the highway. She hit his car and then tried to basically run away so they wouldn't be able to identify who hit their car. He made a decision to follow her, and what he says, he was hoping his 14-year-old would be able to get a picture of her license plate. She, realized she was being followed. She pulled over. She gets out the car, he gets out the car, his 14-year-old gets out the car, and she's got a gun in her hand, and, the situation escalated from there. He really did do a great job, but what I'm talking about that a lot of people seem to take issue with is just like, as a firearms instructor, my focus was on the legality of what happened, and could this be a situation where he could end up in legal jeopardy because of the actions he took to defend himself and his family. First of all, I need you all to understand that the legal system incentivizes prosecutors to find a reason to file charges. They're more concerned about whether or not they can get a conviction than about, right versus wrong. Let's look at this use of force continuum. Anytime you're using any force, you risk legal jeopardy. The only way to avoid any legal consequences from using force would be to de-escalate and or retreat. There was a point at which she stopped her vehicle. His son could have snapped the picture and they could have drove away. But she stopped her vehicle and got out, and he stopped his vehicle and got out too. I need you to understand that that is the point at which a prosecutor can make the argument, oh, you had a chance to retreat, but instead you chose to body slam this woman onto the ground and render her unconscious. So that could be a concern. I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I'm not talking about right versus wrong. I'm not even talking about legal versus illegal. I'm talking about, could he have to face a legal situation? And the fact is that, someone said, oh, you're making it sound like he took her gun and shot at her with it. No, I'm not making it sound like that at all. I'm making it sound like he used force, which he did. If you want to know more about the legal use of force and when it is or isn't a good idea to use force, I want to highly encourage you to take a legal use of force class or a should I shoot class through the United States Concealed Carry Association. It's a very informative class, and you'll probably get a lot out of it. Anyway, everyone have a blessed day. See you around.